Hi and welcome back to Beauty, Gore, in the College Dorm. Today, Alyssa's gonna do a special effects makeup on doing a leprechaun?
I'm doing a leprechaun
for St. Patrick's Day.
I'll be taking over the channel for this Sunday.
Yes, I'm leaving her to do this on her own, so I wish her much luck.
Let's hope nothing bad happens. Yeah, you have to go do homework.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta go.
Sorry, okay, bye. Oh, she's gone. Well, that makes it easier for me. All right, let's go. So, leprechaun. I will be looking completely different by the end of this, hopefully, if all goes well. So I'm just gonna throw my hair up into a bun and bobby pin these bangs back. So it's not gonna be a nice, peaceful little leprechaun like everyone thinks about, because of course I'm the Gore side of the YouTube channel, so I have to make everything as intense as I can. So, I'll give you a little backstory. This leprechaun, I've named him Stanley. He's a very nice leprechaun, but he came into a bit of trouble as he was going to deliver his coins. He slipped down the rainbow, busted up his face. So, we'll see how this goes. This will be out of your view in a second. So I'm going to start with darkening up my face a little bit because I'm becoming a male leprechaun. And I have a very light complexion. So I'm going to go in with some soft beige cream foundation by Mayrom. Just going to take something on a sponge, and that color is too similar to my natural color. So I'm going to go in with Fair Female, which is interesting, and get that on my face. When you are applying a foundation that's a different color than your actual skin, make sure you get your eyelids and sometimes your ears and obviously down your neck so it doesn't look all crazy. So now I will be taking this case. So now I'm going to be taking this sponge. It has a bunch of holes in it so it makes like a stipply effect, and I'm going to take an even darker color and just kind of pop it around my skin and kind of make it look a bit more rougher. And this color is called Medium Male. And then I'm going to take some more of the lighter one and go over that as well. And then one more color. I'm going to go with the pink one again, just mostly on my chin, nose, and forehead. And then finally, I'm going to take a spoolie. I'm going to dip it into this. It's eye cream. It's in terracotta, but I'm just going to use it on my face. I'm just going to dip my spoolie in a little bit and put it on my face, kind of making freckles. And they won't come out perfect. Like right now, they look pretty crazy. I look insane at that moment. So I'm going to take this again, and I'm just going to pat it in a little bit. So I'm going to now do my eyebrows. I'm going to make it a little bit darker to go with the hair that will soon be going on my face. It's the terracotta again, and I'm just going to take it on the spoolie again, and I'm just going to start by going, oh, mess. And I got my spoolie. I'm just going to bring it through my eyebrows hairs. Now it's okay that it's kind of a mess right now because men do have larger eyebrows, not that intense. And then I'll take my sponge again and clean this bad boy up. Oh my. And I'm just going to take just a brush. And I'm going to take a little bit of a lighter color and just clean that up a bit. Look guys, I finally have eyebrows. Okay, so I'm starting to look a little bit crazy. I'm just going to take a cotton round and just wipe a little bit of the excess off because it's a little much. And then I'm going to take some Graftopian Professional Makeup in Skin Tone Light. It's just Pro Setting Powder. And I'm just going to powder that. I'm going to take a giant poofy brush, not brush, and kind of just smack my face a bit with it. It's a powder puff. There we go. That's what I wanted. I want to add a little bit more details before I start applying the facial hair. I don't know why I did my eyebrows. I'm going to make my own eyebrows again. So I'm going to take my Graftopian Severe Trauma Cream Makeup Wheel, and I'm going to take some of the more purpley red tones and put them under my eyes as if like I got bruising while going down this rainbow. And I'm just going to break my sponge so I have a clean spot. I'm going to take it in the purple and a teeny bit of red, and I'm just going to bring it right into where there's a lot. I'm going to put it right into the bags of my eyes. And then, ooh, that's on my, oh my god, I can see it. Ah, it's on my eye. I hate it. Can you see it? Oh, I freed myself. Okay, now that mistake was over, I'm just gonna take some of this purpley color and I'm just gonna gently pat it in to where the bags of my eyes are, and then take the sponge again and just blend it in a bit. I already look like a mess. Okay, now comes fun part. This is my hair, not like my hair, but some hair that I bought. For today, we're gonna use a nice reddish brown because I am a leprechaun. So I'm gonna be taking some spirit gum. It's in matte, it's an adhesive, it's by Graftopian. And you put it on your face, wait for it to get a little bit tacky, and then you can start putting the hair on and it'll stay. This stuff does smell strong, so if you use it, I do recommend doing just a little smell test or a skin patch test just to make sure it doesn't aggravate you too much. So I'm just gonna start with putting it over here. So you just make sure, wait for it to get tacky, which is already surprisingly. I got myself a nice plastic fork to help me. You can use like a bro pick, but it's like that kind of tool, and you kind of just press it against. You just start pulling the hair out. So this fork actually kind of makes it look a bit more natural because it's pulling it out and it's creating small sections of it, and it's making it look like there's a realistic hairline. Oh, it's already starting to look good. Luckily, usually leprechauns don't have mustaches. They do have a little goatee and then just a full beard. And eyebrows, of course. Luckily, I don't have to do a mustache because that's the worst because that goes in your nose and it's just bad. It feels so nasty after a while and just starts to itch. Alright guys, it's been a little bit, so I put a little bit more beard on. It's getting so itchy. It's so hard. This side's a little bit higher, so I'm just going to build this side up a little bit. Now this stuff is difficult to get off. It doesn't come off with just soap and water, so you have to make sure you get spirit gum remover with your spirit gum, and that is kind of like, it's not acetone, but it's kind of like a nail polish remover. In a way, it will only help get this on. So now I'm going to put some eyebrows on real quick. I usually take a little piece of hair and I just start rolling it up. Ooh, you know what? Put a lot of work with hair right now. I think we should check in with Hannah. Let's see how she's doing. Welcome back, Hannah. How you doing?
I was just pulled out of a very important meeting.
A very important meeting, sure. I think this is a little bit more important.
I'm a little terrified. What happened to your lip?
Rainbow accident. It's intense. You want to go back to your studying? You want to chill out for a little?
I'm gonna wait to see the final product.
Okay, everyone say bye to Hannah. Bye. All right, well, that was easy. I can push her out of the way and get back to work. So my eyebrows, they look like little poops right now. You just gotta roll up some hair, measure it to look about size. I don't want my eyebrows to get ripped off, so I'm gonna take a little bit of petroleum jelly and just wipe them over the beginnings. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my spirit gum once again, put it just on the top, just the front of it, just the inside portion. So yeah, I don't know why I ended up doing my eyebrows in the beginning. It was completely pointless. I guess if I thought about it, I drew my eyebrows on to see where they should be since I don't have any. But whatever. So I'm gonna take the smaller end of the eyebrow and just hold it on there. Oh, that's a little big. Stick it on, and there's one of them. Gotta tack down the end of it now. Sorry if I'm scaring children at home. Alright, one's a little bit thicker. That's fine, they're natural. So, I am now a leprechaun. Don't look up here. I am a leprechaun, a bald leprechaun. So now, let's get in a rainbow accident. So I'm gonna make it so when I fell, coming down, I'm hitting the rainbow. It's gonna go like this. I'm gonna start by putting some on, and then I'll be taking little pieces of beard and eyebrow off just because you're gonna get scraped up, you're gonna get scraped up. So since I'm gonna be having the rainbow scratch coming down this side of my face, I'm gonna actually make it raised a little bit to look like it's rainbow in my face. So by doing that, I'm gonna be taking some modeling putty wax from Mayron. I'm just gonna take, I have this little play knife from when I was like a youngin', and I'm just gonna pull a little bit of it out. And I'm going to put some petroleum jelly on my hands, and this will help so the wax doesn't end up sticking to your hand. It'll just move around nice and easily so you can get it in the shape you want. I'm going to try and make like a nice little line for the little worm, and then we'll end up smoothing it out. So I don't want the scar wax to actually go over my eye, so I'm going to stop it there, and then I'm going to bring it down here a little bit more. Another reason I'm not putting wax over my eye area is because if I were to actually fall like this, I wouldn't be scraping the inside of my eye, it would just hit the highest points on my face. So for right now, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to put a little bit more petroleum jelly on my hands, and I'm also going to put it on this knife that I have because I'm going to use that for blending it down. So I'm going to take a teensy bit more petroleum jelly, slime it, and put it over the top of the wax so it'll move easier. I also took off my eyebrow because I'm just gonna say it got completely scraped off. Always be careful near your eye, people. Much like with the beauty side of makeup looks, you have to make sure you blend out. It is probably the most important thing across all makeup aspects and spectrums. I know Hannah can vouch for that. It's very important if you want to make something look like it's part of you. Now this definitely would work easier if I was using an actual spatula. It's something you use to work with these kinds. So I'm just going to take a little bit more petroleum jelly and just use it to smooth over the places where it's a little rough. So now that we have this really messy scar going on, add some color. So I'm going in with my Lucky Fine palette of colors, and I'm going to start the rainbow. I'm going to start with some red and keep that closer to the line of my wound. I will be going back in later and kind of adding some shading to the side to make it look like it's raised up a bit more. Now to kind of blend those in and make them look a little bit more rainbow, I'm just kind of gonna rub my hand down it. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna take some of these colors, but I'm also gonna try and add red, and I'm gonna put little cuts around it, not on the actual rainbow, but around it, just kind of to add like a scratched up look. And then I'm also gonna be taking some more of the red and just putting them on the actual rainbow. I'll be adding blood to those ones and making it look more like cuts. Now I'm just going to add a few more bruising around. I'm going to use my stipply sponge again. I'm going to go back into my wound wheel, take a little bit of this yellow, and I'm going to add it into some of my crooks and nannies. It adds a good newer bruise color. I'll go back into the purple and red. And then I'm gonna take that same color, that bluey, purpley red, and I'm gonna stipple it on this scar line that I've created with the wax to kind of show the bruising, because it's supposed to be like an open sore. Then I'm gonna take a smaller side of this stipple sponge, put a very tiny in the black, and then I'm just gonna bring it and kind of scrape it down on the opposite side of this ridge to make it pop out a bit more. A little shadow. And then I'm gonna take brush again, put it a little bit in the black, and I'm just gonna sink my eyes in a little bit more. Now that's really intense as you speak, so I'm gonna take just a cotton round and I'm just gonna blend it in a bit. Final touch, everyone, I'm gonna add some blood. So I'm gonna take the Graftopian blood gel. And then I'm gonna take the smallest bit and add it to some of these cuts. I think that's it. Alright guys, here is my final look. I have become a leprechaun. I'm gonna bring in this chair so next time I snap, Hannah will not fall on the ground when I snap her in. Alright, let's get Hannah back here. Oh, she's back! What do you think?
Whoa.
I had a slight accident and blood is slightly going in my eye right now.
Ouch. I think it got hurt.
Just a little bit.
Yikes.
There's blood dripping into my eye and it's making my vision red. So we should probably wrap this thing up.
Thanks for watching Alyssa get all messy and injured. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, a comment, and a subscribe. And have a beautiful day, lovelies.
Bye.